Hey guys, it's me Terabyte and I'm back with a new video with a really trendy topic that you have almost heard about on almost all platforms these days. And especially if you are from the InfoSec domain, you must have heard about it. The topic for today's video is Log4J. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the practicals. I'm going to show you a complete live demonstration of how Log4j works in the real time. I'm going to teach you, I'm going to tell you like how to set up a lab environment so that you can also practice it on your own. And I'm going to give you a proof of concept demonstration on how Log4j works. So without wasting any more time, let's dive into the video. On December 9, 2021, security researchers discovered a flaw in the code of a software library used for logging. The software library was Log4j, and it is built on a very popular coding language called Java. I'm sure you must be knowing about it by now. Now, Java is an application that has a widespread use in other softwares and applications that are used worldwide. And this flaw, Log4j, is estimated to be present in over more than 100 million devices globally. So you know it's a big vulnerability when I'm telling you about this like this, right? Alright. So the flaw, or as the security community called it, vulnerability, was rated 10 out of 10 on the CVSS, that is the Common Vulnerability Scoring System. And it is because due to the potential impact that it holds and what can it do if it is leveraged by some attackers or hackers. So yeah, it has some dire consequences if somebody is having this vulnerability. Now, the details of this vulnerability can also be found in the NVD, that is short for National Vulnerability Database. Yes, that exists. And the heading that you have to search for is CVE 2021 44228, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So, in this video, I'm using a vulnerable web application to demonstrate the proof of concept for the Apache Log4j vulnerability. I'm going to talk more on what is Log4j, how it works, what other components are involved, like GNDI and other stuff. In my part 2 of this video, this is part 1 where I'm just showing you how to actually set up the environment to work with Log4j, to how to exploit it and how to see like how it actually works in a real case scenario. And I'll be giving you like a proper demonstration, a proper description and explanation on how Log4j actually works, what is Log4j, and what are the other components that are involved in the whole scenario. So that will be that's going to be more of a theoretical concept, and this is more of a practical video. So I'm starting with the practical, so you guys are interested. All right. So let's start. First of all, I want to thank this guy Cosmer for uploading this GitHub repository. The link is in the description. That is the POC repository for Log4Shell. Log4Shell is a repository which helps us, test this vulnerability. You can check the link in the description. We're going to use it in this video as well. There are a few more links and a step-by-step guide. So if in case you miss any step here, you will be finding it in the description, and always you can, just rewatch the video. All right. So let's first set up the vulnerable web environment that we are going to use. And for that, we need Docker. I'm sure that by now, if you are here to learn about Log4j, I'm pretty sure you must be having like a fundamental knowledge of these all technologies. And I hope that you have a fundamental details knowledge about Docker. If you don't know what is Docker, how to set it up, I have again added the link in the description. It is a Docker setup manual for Kali Linux that we are using. You can always check it out for the people who are just like beginning. So let's begin with the preparation part, and before starting, let's ensure that your Kali is like properly up to date, okay? It is very important. You must have seen a lot of noob hackers putting up Instagram post updating Kali. So yeah, you gotta do that. Alright, so I'm gonna add the Docker PGP key so that we can use Docker efficiently. So I'm gonna use this command here. You can find the commands in description. Okay, once this command is executed, I'm going to configure the Docker APT repository, okay? Because when we are updating it, we need the Docker files, like all the update files to be installed, the configuration files basically. Again, I'm going to use another command. You can find it, you know where. All right. Okay, there we go. Done. Now, next what we got to do is the coolest stuff for noob hackers called system update. All right, so it's gonna take like a couple of minutes. In the meanwhile, in another tab, I'm gonna install Docker, of course. But before that, if you have Docker already in your system, you have to remove it completely, okay? Because this is gonna be like a new version that you have to install for Kali 2021 or whatever version that you're using on your systems. So we gotta remove whatever Docker version we have. Let's apt get remove -y Docker engine and oh my bad, I don't need to put the hyphen here, and docker.io. Okay, cool. By the way, this Y is to enforce a yes response. So like when you execute a command, is ask you like if you want to press yes or no. So this is going to enforce a yes, like a confirmation, so that I don't have to press enter every time. So yeah, just saving time, so I can talk with you. Oh, it didn't really ask. So okay, the Docker was not installed in this, so yeah, kudos. Okay, now let's proceed further, okay? Because we just removed it, next step is to install it. It's very simple. Sudo apt-get install -y docker.ce. My bad. All right. All right. We have it already. Cool. All right. Once you have Docker, in case, see, I'm logged in as root. If you say who am I, I'm root. But if you're not if you're non-root users, okay, then you have to add yourself to the Docker group so that you can use it. So I'm gonna use this command called usermod, sudo usermod. I don't need to use sudo, but for the people who might be using a non-root, device or system, they might not be able to execute a sudo command without this. So it's ag docker user. All right. Now let's proceed further to set up the lab environment, the POC lab environment from GitHub. I'm gonna clear the screen. Let's see if it's installed. Okay, the system is updated as well. Bingo. All right, cool. So in the description you have seen the GitHub repository link, so I'm going to git clone it. This is the one. I have been fiddling with other repositories, so you might see some suggestions. Don't mind that. Fatal destination does not exist. Okay. Well, that's weird. Let me see. Okay, this is weird. I think the library just updated, or they might have changed the name. Let me see. Oh, well, it does exist. I am not sure why is it not cloning it in my Kali. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't read it. I already have it. It already exists. I'm sorry, guys. All right. This is funny. Okay, I already have it, so we don't need to clone it. But you know what? For you guys, I'm gonna clone it just for the sake of it. I'm gonna create a new folder called testing. All right, and I'm gonna go in testing. And I'm gonna clone it for you guys here. All right. So once it is cloned, I'm just doing it so that you guys can understand like a step-by-step guide. I'm not showing you anything pre-configured, so you guys, know, it's like you don't get confused. So yeah, for the sake of it, going the extra mile. All right. So next, I'm going to build this library, this repository in Docker. All right, this is a command: docker build -t and the repository name and -dot. Unable to evaluate systems. Okay, I see. I see. This works. Okay. Oh, I was doing it at the wrong location. I have to cd into the library and then execute the command. My bad. Apologies. Okay, so it's sending the context to Docker daemon. So daemons are services that run in the background, not the demons that you are scared of or find in your closets. Okay, let's wait till it completes. Okay, next what we're going to do is we're going to run the Docker and we're going to run an image which will be hosting like a web application, and through that web application we are just going to check how actually Log4j works. Okay, we're also going to use another tool that is called netcat. I hope you know a little bit about netcat. You might be having some prerequisite information about it. Okay, I don't know what just happened. All right, give me a second here. My Kali is acting up, and I don't mind that. It happens. Well, it's done, and the Docker library is built, I guess, and now we're going to proceed further to start the service. I'm going to run the Docker image, network, host. Instead of host, I should be putting local. Oh, never mind. Okay, log4j shell. Oh, come on. I'm just gonna copy and paste it if that's needed. Alright. Let's wait for it. So once it's running, it will be running on my localhost machine, and there will be the port number, I think 8080, that will be working with it. Let me just check my IP real quick. That is it. Invalid reference format. Okay, my bad. Oh, I see what I did. Sorry. All right, there we go. I think this will work. And if this works, it is going to work on my port number 8080. Let's wait for it. Okay, it's not working yet. We'll wait for it. Okay, we see a lot of information going on. So this means it started the Docker image, and we must be having something here now. Oh, there we go. Voila. Okay, so here we have it. Okay, next we are going to set up the POC scripts. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into this library. Oh, my bad. This one. Let the server running in the background. Just leave it there. Don't mess with it. Okay. My bad. PWD. I'm in the same folder. I'm gonna check the files. You see, like there is a Python file. So I'm going to install the requirements first because that's what we do with Python tools. Requirements.txt. That's how we install it. -r to define that it's a requirements file. And yeah, it's gonna work. Next, once this is done, once the installation is complete, we are going to run the netcat utility to okay, I'll explain why netcat I'm using so that it is going to work as a listener. Okay, so that whenever I get a reverse connection, I'm gonna show you basically how an attacker will be, working on the system, working with this vulnerability. So I'm gonna start on listener real quick. If you don't know how to use Netcat, I'm gonna put a video link in the description or somewhere on the top. You will see the link, and you can take a look at it, how Netcat actually works. I might have also made a video on Netcat. I'll put the link in the description anyway. All right, cool. So now it is listening on this port number 9001. Okay, you can actually put any port, but this one is vacant, so I'm using it. You can literally put any vacant port here. So the listener is working on 9001. All right. Let's now start the exploit. Okay. Before starting the exploit, there's a little bit of complication that you have to go through. That you need JDK, Java Development Kit. Okay, you need that. For this to work, the extracted Java archive has to be named JDK, and I'll show you basically how that works. I'm gonna show you how you can download it. It's pretty simple, to be honest, but okay, I'll tell you the problem. What is you're gonna face? So if you want to download a JDK, you need to log in. Okay, you need to have an account on the website. So that's one problem that you had to go through. Like it's gonna take like maybe a few seconds. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So the link is in the description again. You can check it out. You gotta visit this website, the archive downloads. Right. Okay, yeah. So you gotta download it and you gotta log in to download it. I don't know if I'm logged in already, but let's just go with it. All right. So I'm gonna download this one. Where is it? Linux 64 tar GZ. This one. All right. I think I'm logged in. Wow. Okay, cool. But you gotta log in. Okay, you gotta make an account. You gotta log in. You gotta do that. All right then. So once this, okay, I'm not logged in. Damn it. I'm not gonna do it because I already have this file, so I'm not gonna waste time. I'm gonna check the file real quick here. I think I have it in the downloads. Oh yeah, there we have it. You see, JDK 64. That's the one that I'm using. Okay, so yeah. All right, so it's in the downloads folder. So I'm gonna use it later. Cool. So if it's in the download folder, I gotta extract it. I'm gonna go in the downloads. There it is, the extracted file. tar-xf and the name of the file. Alright, it's working on it. It's taking time, I don't know why. Okay, it's done finally. Once you're done executing it, it will be showing you a folder like this, okay? Something like this. If it is showing you anything apart from like if it's showing you like this, like 202 in the end, or there's anything after 20, you gotta remove it, okay? You gotta make it look like this. Like this one. JDK 1.8.0 underscore 20. Make sure you do that, okay? For sure. Now, I'll tell you why, okay? I'll tell you why. Why I'm saying this. Everything have a logic. Okay, I'm gonna go back into the... Oh, my bad. Hold on. Log4Shell. Cool. So, next what we're going to do is we're going to launch the POC exploit. And before that, we're going to set the... we're going to check the version number just for the sake of it. We have this folder here. So I'm going to execute the Java and you're going to check the version. Okay, once it is confirmed that this is the version that we're going to use, Now you see, the thing is that the version number at the end could be changing every time, and that is the reason we need to just remove it. It could be 2.203, 204. By the time you might be watching, maybe a couple of months later, year later. So we're not going to go into that complications and just going to use a 20 because we don't know what number is after that. So we're going to use the standard ones, okay? So, next, once you have all the like necessary configurations, all the files that you require to run, the JDK is installed and everything. So let's proceed further with the exploitation, okay? Here we have this poc.py. This is the file that we're going to execute, okay? We have already installed the requirements and everything else. So let's just execute it. Python 3, poc.py. There we go. No, yeah, cool. Yeah, so it picked up the Java. All right, it's working. Cool. So I'm going to explain a few things here. Exploit Java class created success, setting up the LDAP server. Because in the next video, I'm going to explain how Log4J works. It works on the LDAP server. It can also affect the LDAP server. LDAP is lightweight directory access protocol. So this application basically is going to be exploited as well. I'm going to explain this everything in the next video. What is LDAP? What is the role? What is JNDI? What role it holds? And what exactly it is going to do and how it actually works. But let's just see in the practicals here that this is the payload here. This is how it looks like a payload. I'm going to explain how this payload actually works in the real-time scenario in the theoretical part. I'm going to show you what exactly is going to be the mitigation for the same. But as we have used Metasploit to generate payloads as well, we have used multiple other tools, Empire framework and stuff. So we're going to use this payload as well and going to execute it where? On our target. Now our target is this application, right? All right, there we go. This is the application that we're going to test with. And I've already copied my payload from here. That's the payload we're going to work with. Copy. I'm going to actually paste it anywhere. So what is Log4j? If I tell you in brief, that it is a login library. It makes logs for the developers. And every single thing you do on an application, whatever activity you do, let's say login in or changing to your account details, whatsoever you do, it is being logged in a different library by a different framework, and that framework is Log4j. All right. So this Log4j is responsible for that, and whatever we're gonna do, it's going to take in as an input. So I'm using a payload which is going to take in as an input, and this input is going to basically perform the exploitation. Okay. In the theoretical part, you're gonna actually learn it. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna tell you everything. Okay. Now this whiteboard here is not just for the show off. It works actually. Okay, so in the password, I can literally put anything. Not a hacker, whatever. I'm gonna press login here, and before I press login, I want to show you this listener. All of a sudden top. Okay, cool. There, I'm gonna put the listener here. As soon as I log in, I see that there is a connection that just established. It just established. Okay. So this means this payload just got executed, went onto the server, and gave me a reverse shell to the server, okay? Like legit. You can see that on the screen, okay? So I can actually execute anything here. You could use any listener you want, okay? But I'm using Netcat for the simplicity of Netcat. All right. I'm gonna put ls. I can see the files. I am in this location, user local tomcat. Who am I? Oh, I am root. Bingo. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into a few directories and see if I can access root. Okay. CD root. Cool. Yeah, I can access the files. I can do literally anything with it. So this is how actually Log4j vulnerability works. This is how the exploitation works, and this is the practical to it, the live demonstration, how it actually works. I try to explain like as much as I can, but I'm definitely gonna make another part 2 to this video where I'm going to explain what is Log4j, what are the behind the scenes that works in it, and what are the other components that are involved, what is JNDI, what is LDAP, right, and how they are actually playing a role in this whole film, this whole movie. So that was Log4j for you guys, and I hope you understood. You can put your queries and comments in the comment section, and you can ask me any question in my DMs on my different social media, or you can just put it in the comment section. Definitely my team or me myself will answer that. Thank you so much, guys, and wait for the next video wherein I'm going to explain what is Log4j. And thank you so much. If there are more suggestions, I'm open for that. You can put that in the comment section again. You will find every single step we did today in the description as well. So make sure you follow up and give this video a like and share this video with your friends if you enjoyed it, if you understood, if you learned something new out of it. And wait for the next video. Till then, take care, guys. Keep learning and stay safe. Bye for now.
Yeah, yeah.